What is going on, everyone? KMDolph back for the next installment of Transport Fever 2. Now, today is going to be a special episode. I say special because it's going to be my last for just over a week. We'll see how we go. For those who have been following the vlogs and following my personal life in general, we are a week away. We're in the final week of preparation for our firstborn child. So because of that, because of all the preparation that goes into that, and then obviously spending time with him once he's born and helping out around the house, this will be my last episode for at least the better part of a week. Hopefully I'll be back up and running soon, but I figured I'd let you guys know now that this is my last intended episode, being the 28th of September today. So, without further ado, I thought I'd start you guys off with a little bit of a view from previous episodes. We are currently back on Starter Island, but we are not going to stay here for very long today. There is one thing I wanted to show you guys before we take off, pun intended, as a plane comes into land. I did do a small bit of one last edit on this island just off camera. It is making its way down the line now, and it is just an upgrade to the oil train, as I figured it wasn't going very fast, could stand to be a bit faster, and could stand to pull a little bit more. So, with that in mind, let us quickly watch this as the autosave kicks in and does its nonsense. Let's have a look at this train coming through coming through the line. Here it comes. 195 capacity now, which is brilliant. As you can see, upgraded the engine. And I've upgraded the oil tankers as well. So now this is a bit more of a aesthetically pleasing train, given that it has some nicer bits and bobs. So we'll watch it come into the station. The good news is that it will fit the station quite comfortably. I could even chuck one or two more on there, but I don't think I'm going to, because I think 195 is more than sufficient. There's the oil line. There's a oil tanker in there taking stuff at the same time, which was a little bit undesirable, but what can you do? Because it's not going to take a full load with it. But nevertheless, that train has now done its bit and will make its way back down the line. And as it does so, I will see you guys right after the intro.
It's all the same when you run your mind, changing colors to hide from the blistering lights. They still burn in my...
Okay, we're now back from the intro and we're at the other end of a certain line. This is Lewisham, where we stopped off last time to make sure that this Airlie Island line was up and running and that things were happening. As you can see, things are happening. I mean, not relatively quickly by any stretch, but, you know, things have started picking up. I've timed this oil boat, because I've noticed that with only one on that line, this little fella here keeps having a whinge and isn't producing as much crude as it could. Well, oil, refined oil. So, as you can see, there it is. There's the other one. So they literally start at one end, they intersect in the middle, and go that way, allowing the maximum amount of time for that new oil train I just showed you, allowing him to do, or allowing both of them, because there's two of them, allowing them to do their bits and pieces. Now, the one thing I did want to follow up on from last episode before we move on to today is my happy little farm. And yeah, it is indeed a happy little farm. There is plenty of food, 195 to be precise. So that's giving the Madeira, yeah, it's giving the Madeira train something to think about. I want to go and find him real quick and find out where he is. Where is he? Oh, there it is. Yeah. 120. You, my friend, are going to need some sort of an upgrade because you're not quite capable of pulling as much as I would hope. But nevertheless, Actually, I might actually upgrade you right quick while we're here. Let's go find that, the naffy. Chuck a naffy on there. Chuck another naffy on there. And yeah, that should be fine. Upgrade you. Promptly. Fussly. There we go, he's off now. And the one thing I did notice is that the pulling performance of this particular train is not the greatest. Airlie Lewisham's picking up. Look at that. It's running almost full. Good for it. Now I want to know how long this station is. Is this long enough for you? Probably not. Yeah, no. It's one too many. That food's all going over here, I assume. Yep. And then you're picking up a little bit of stuff, bit of fuel, bit of food. But now that that line's sort of up and running, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle for it. And you know what I do want to do is I do want to do an edit because, you know, we can. And I miss it, so it's going back on there. I figured it's good to have at least one, even though I've got, you know, two sitting over here in sidings. 60-20, there you go. Garrett sitting there, doing its bit. Here comes this Garrett now. I have another live Garrett. Oh, there goes a log train. So it's all happening. There you go. Go, my Garrett. Do that which I know you can do. So that way I've got one. I've got one Garrett running and one Garrett not running. Hence why he's there. That one, I don't know how to answer that question, but anyway. But there you go. So now this line is effectively doing everything that it needs to do. This is not happening. What are you? You're Airlie Madeira. Why are you not doing the things that you need to do? Holy monkey. Oh dear God, look at that horrendous bottleneck. Well, I mean, that's just all kinds of not okay. We have got the world's worst traffic jam here, and I need to fix that up right quick. So we'll do that promptly. There you go, you can have that. And then you can have that, and you can run your way all the way into there. And you're going to need upgrades too, Sonny Jim. If the game's going to let me. There you go. You going to let me do that? Yeah, you let me do that. Cool. So now that should be a little bit more to people's likings. One would hope. Yeah, this was the problem I had the first time. Doing something of this nature. And it is rather annoying, but it just makes it so much more difficult for me to try and run anything between the three stations, or between that side and that side. That's why I thought there was a bit more consistency with the trains, but evidently there is not much of consistency with the trains. Because as you can see, people are trying to get out of Airlie, people are trying to get out of Madeira and other places. Yeah, this is all just bedlam. See, I would have thought that would have encouraged people to use 2 lanes rather than 1, but nevertheless, apparently it has not. And these traffic lights are terrible. So, there you go. Yeah. Don't know how I'm ever going to fix that. That's a highway ramp. I wonder if I could build a highway ramp off of that. Nope. Nope. I wouldn't mind learning how to do that. I wonder if this would Can I make it into some sort of a bridgey bridge? No. I've never actually worked with this before, so this could be interesting. No, I wanna go on the other ways. One lane, medium lane. So okay, why? Ah, right, okay. So you only want to go that way. Can I reverse the way? Medium highway. I do want to make it go the other way, not... Oh, here you go. So what if we did this? What if I just created like this horrendous... I wonder if this would actually work. I'm gonna trial it. Now, does that look okay down there? No, it doesn't. Alright. Well, that's neither here nor there. Okay. So what if I wanted to make a runway off of here? Well, are you gonna let me? No, you're not. Okay. So, what I should probably do real quick... I'm gonna spend some time trying to fix this real quickly. See, I'm just an absolute galoot when it comes to doing this sort of stuff. Okay, so that worked. But what I want to do is I want to create that... oh, let's start with that. Now, can I get this highway rampage? A large highway ramp. No, so you're still not going to let me do it. What if I did that? Oofed. Why does it do that? I don't like it when it does that. It's made a horrible lump. And we don't like lumps. And that just looks terrible. See, this is why I don't try and organise these things straight off the bat in an episode. Because it just doesn't work. What if I drag it out? Are you going to make me look like less of a lump? Yes. Okay. So that means now that I could effectively get rid of that. And it's just going to be a one-way stretch for those people to get up and around that way. I mean, it's still going to cause me no end of grief, but... I mean, let's just try it. I mean, worst case scenario, it doesn't work. I want to bring you down a bit. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. And then we click on that, and then we drag you around here a bit more. No. What are you trying to do to me here? No. Don't be trying to doing that. Okay. And sure. Yeah. There you go. Now you got a one-way ramp, just in case people want to turn off there. Should cause me a little bit less bedlam here. See what that does. There you go, is that train. Now I know I'm spending another episode out here, but I was going to originally go somewhere else, but whatever. So the good thing is that these lights are never going to go red. So it's just going to be a constant, people trying to get that way, people trying to get that way. These guys are going to go up and around, and that'll be fine. It'll create less turmoil here. Yeah, so you should have done something here, but I wonder, what if, now I know this sounds crazy, but what if there was another off-ramp that went around that way and went back onto that way, so that these people can get the way they need to go? Because see, there's still all these goobers, and they all still want to go that way. See, I was never great at creating roads or anything of that nature, and I'm spending way too much time on this. However, if it makes sense to do, then why wouldn't you do it? I wonder if I could do it. I wonder. Nah, see, I should have thought about this before. Nah, see, this is just creating even more bedlam. My bedlam plan has not worked. Yeah, there needs to be another off-ramp going in the other direction, I think. Construction's not possible. See, that's not going to work at all. Nah. I mean, people are still using it. I wonder, here's a thought. I wonder if I upgraded that just to a one-way only and did that, and then did that. I wonder what that'd do. That would create a lot less drama here because people then can't go the other way. And in order for them to get to Lewisham, they're going to have to go down that way and turn up and go over the off-ramp. I mean, that makes a lot more sense in theory. Yeah, I don't mind that. That doesn't look too terrible. So that's the off-ramp to go that way. And then if people want to come around the other way, they're going to have to do that. Oh, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy. Watch these people. Look at this. It's like, hello, I can't go that way, so I'm just going to zip across 6 lanes of freeway. Because I'm a goob. There you go. Look at the goobs. And see, here you go. We've now got a little 3-lane, one-way stretch where everyone's going to pull into there. That's all going to work. Then they take the off-ramp. And then they can head off. Yeah. I think that works. Because now these guys all have to go that way. They can't go that way. The only way they can do that is if they do U-turns and take the off-ramp. The only reason they would want to go this way is so they can get into Airlie. See? There you go. It's unconventional and it's ugly as sin, but it is also not the worst thing I've ever created in Transport Fever. See, and now all these guys get an opportunity just to come down, do their little zip around, and off they go. Yeah. I think I may have fixed it. I mean, it's still going to cause a little bit of a bottlenecking here. And I mean, who's to blame them for being upset about it? Where are you trying to go? He doesn't know what he's doing, Austin Thomas. He got no clue. Yeah, but there you go. So we've got... Because these guys are all getting upset because I made them go the wrong ways. Yeah, so you guys should know by now that you have to go that way. Traffic's going to be pinned up for a little bit, but if I speed it up momentarily... Here we go. People are moving over and doing all these things that they do. Traffic's doing its bit. Traffic's getting let off. Yep. See, this kind of works. Minus the horrendous bottlenecking, but if people are not wanting to go too ridiculous, then they can obviously, yeah, they jump in the lanes that they want to do and off they go. Yeah. I think that's going to work. It's gonna create a different kind of bottleneck, but at least traffic moves a bit more freely now than what it did before. We got off-rampage everywhere. That's an off-ramp. That's an off-ramp. Or an on-ramp. Whatever you want to call it. It's an off/on. There goes a train. 160 food on board. Loving it. That train's already making me a mozza, which is a massive improvement. Alright, so we'll slow it down now. Let those cars run their course and do their thing. Although there's a nice big traffic jam now coming out of Airlie, but never mind. Not much you can really do there. They can only go one way, and if they're not happy to go one way, well then they're kind of stuffed. Yeah, I don't know whether that worked or not. But whatever. It's all good in the hood. So, moving on from that, now that we've got a massive embankment here of cars and traffic, which I suppose from this angle, if you're running trains and... So, I mean, that loop road almost looks something out of Los Angeles. All the... yeah, the road looks complicated. Here comes a train. How's he doing? Airlie Lewisham line. Love it. Doing well. How many trains you got? You got two. A 131-year-old train and an 88-year-old train. Wow. How about we manage the vehicles and we do something about that? How about we just clone them? Oh no, you can't clone them because then that's gonna change their trajectories. What train are you running? Yeah, I get that. Not even going to tell me which train you're running. Well, that's just rude. That's a tornado. We don't want that. I forget how fast these trains go. We got that one, we got that one, we got that one. That does 130, 113, 113. Wasn't I running these two different ones? The Hush Hush. 113k an hour. Yeah, that sounds about right. We'll chuck some different passenger carriages on there because why the hell not? Oh, look at this. We got British Pullmans. First class, kitchen class, third class. I mean, they all look good, but it's not a cross-country train by any stretch of the imagination. This is a silver one, so we're actually going to try and whack some of this on there. We're going to go one. We're going to go find the dark one and join that one up. There you go. Then we're going to put a third class on there like that. And then we're going to go and find the brake band. Because that is nice and simples. And we're just going to replace that, I think. Yeah. And now we'll look at the Airlie Madeira. You're both very bad. Because apparently that's the way it is. So let's go chuck a new steam loco on that one. Now I did just use the silver one for that one, so I'm going to use the green one for this side. Then we're going to go find it some passenger carriages, ironically of the same same make as these ones. Now what have we got? We're just going to chuck some of these normal ones on there because it just seems like the thing to do. That one there, that one there, that one there, and then we've got to find a brake van. There it is. Done and done. So we got the silvers running up one line, we've got the greens running up the other line, and I think that's just going to look a little bit nicer now that you've got brand new trains to play with. How's the passenger situation going? Airlie to Lewisham's not overly happy. Should be now that you've got nice brand new trains. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 whole passengers. Well, the good news is it can start making me some money now. Because that'd be nice. Be nice if my trains actually started making me some money. Yeah, look at that. Big old not very happy. Oh, there's no traffic lights here. Can I chuck traffic lights in? That's a roundabout. What is this? Come on, let's zoom out there, sunshine. Thank you very much. What is that? I mean, number of lanes, we'd need 3. What in the Sam hell is that? Currently too much slope, you reckon? Not 100% sure where you get off telling me there's too much slope, but anyway. I also don't understand why you can't connect up to lines, but anyway. Streets, can we chuck a roundabout? Oh yeah, we got roundabouts. What if I wanted 3? So you don't even do nothing. You can't... That's weird. Bus lane tool, tram track tool. Yeah, righto. Alright, so we're sort of stuck with this bottlenecking scenario, but anyway, what can you do? Alright, so, what's happening down here? Airlie Lewisham has finally made some money. Isn't that wonderful? How is Madeira doing out here with its... Well, the train seems to be happy. It's not making me any money, but the passenger stations have never made me any money on this line for stupid reasons that I can't even imagine. 160 bits of food, that's going well. You've still got 136 spots there, that's fine. But, yeah, that's certainly doing its part, isn't it? Oh yeah, there you go, that guy's picking up some stuff. He got some, there you go, got some fuel he's going to go deliver. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed that there is no no traffic lights. That is where that went wrong. Oh, there goes that train. There you go, he's off as well. Well, there you go. Don't know what else to do about that. Airlie Airport seems to be doing alright. Making me a ton of money. In that way that you do. No one waiting to go to Airlie anymore though. Oh, hello. Look at all this. 61 peeps. Oh dear. Is there a way to fix that? I wonder. I don't think there is somehow. Yeah, no, there's no way of fixing that. Airport link line, still getting more people. And that was a bus that can only take 17 people. Is there another bus on its way? You would hope so. Yes. Yes, there is. I mean, we probably should upgrade that. Can I upgrade them? Let's upgrade them. Passenger coach services. What do we got? You know what? Whack them on, because they do 60, that thing does 70. The right streetcar does 100, which is a little bit over the top, considering it's never, ever, ever going to get up to that speed. Let's go have a look. Yeah, see, that looks a bit better. There goes another log train. So there you go. This has effectively turned into a 30-something minute episode of me... Oh. That doesn't look nice, does it? But the good news is you can now take 27 people instead of the original 17. Extra 10 people is not a terrible thing. There comes a log train. This bus is still doing stuff. I don't know what it's doing. It's still sitting there. Autosave's going to do its thing again. There it goes. Now he's off. There goes the bus. 47 people. That's not as terrible as it was. Oh yeah, there goes that. 81 passengers. See, it's already started picking up again because people are sick of people are sick of this. And I mean, honestly, who the hell could blame them? There goes train. Going out to Madeira, go pick up some more foods. Yeah, see, look at this. This is nonsense. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clone you. There you go. Now you got a third one. I don't know where you're going to come from. Oh, yeah, you're going to come out of there. There you go. Giddy up. Oh dear, we lost a building. But are gaining something not quite as big. Well. There you go, trains. Trains are doing their bit. There goes bus. Bus is doing its bit. Slipping around corners like a goof. Yeah, see, I should have made it a bit more like that. Would have made a bit more sense. Alright, get out of turbo mode. You're bringing back some fuel. When the hell do you ever bring fuel? Obviously that oil line I made, the second boat on's doing its thing. That's fantastic. Yep, there you go. Giddy up. Pick up all your passengers and off you go. 27. Now down to 22 people. That's brilliant. This should give the planes a bit more of a heave-ho. Tadley to Airlie. It's just a shame he didn't pick anyone up that time, but anyway. Should be plenty of people coming into that airport now. Right, so there goes that bus. Today's Fix Up Airlie episode, apparently. Now there's 66 people waiting there. See, this is just getting ridiculous now. And watch this, I'm going to knock out half the people. Oh, boom. Because that didn't look terrible. But what can you do? I mean, I'm not going to try and fix it. Alright, let's go watch this. People are all on board. Bus is taken off. See you bye. Still got way too many people at the bus stop. But what can I do? I can't fix everything. See, now I wonder, if I turn that into a one-way street, and I'm very sorely tempted to, I could almost put that there. Alright, hit the pause button. Let's make a quick fix. Make this street, here it is. So I'm going to make you a one-way street here. Yeah, make you one way. And then I'm going to put that there. Now, if I go into my lines and I go, hey you, you're the Airlie Airport. Let's go up there and find that real quick. The Airlie Plank, Airlie Logging, Freight, Commuter, Airlie Airport link. Here you go. So if I get rid of you, your High Street. So if I get rid of High Street there, and then I add you into there, what does that do to you? Oh yeah, you're going to come back down and do a little loop around. Yeah, that works. Do that. Do that. So all those people in there are just going to disperse and walk all the way up here. They're going to cross the road at a stupid spot. But nevertheless. I think this is actually going to make a little bit more sense. There's a commuter bus. Manage those road vehicles and we'll turn them into those little smaller Isataros. Yep, there goes that. There goes that. Yeah, see, this already looks a lot better. I don't know where that other bus went. What's he doing? Making a run down Main Street, is he? Well, how rude. Don't like the fact that people are skipping the station, but anyway. See, this already looks a bit better, because now my buses don't have to do the world's most horrendous U-turn. That can stay there and look pretty, because now they've got a bigger one. And then, yeah, everything's got to go through there anyway, so it makes sense. They'll stick on that lane. The bus will come into that lane. So the trucks and the commuter buses aren't going to be impeded. And I think that's going to look great. The only thing that doesn't look great is this. There goes trains. Log trains going in either direction. Aircraft coming in. 47 waiting. There you go. Here comes another. Yeah, see, I like that a lot better. What I wouldn't mind doing, really quickly, is just putting in one last little doover here. Yeah. I think I'm just being a little bit too overzealous with that, I think. Yeah, we'll skip that. What was that? No, that's that thing. That's the Lewisham train. Did I just see that thing have absolutely no fuel? Well, that's just rude. Why have you got no fuel? Here comes the log train doing its bit. Still got no logs. There you go, now you got logs. There you go, you can giddy up. How's this doing over here? Oh yeah. Too much. Too much, too much. Yeah, see, I don't know how to fix that. I thought I did, but I don't. And then I got boats coming out here, or the Airlie food import. Yeah, so you're going to drop off foods. We'll speed this up because I want to quickly have a look at this before we take off. And then we should be good for everything else. So you got tools and a hell of a lot of grain. Have I? I definitely have got 2 boats on this line, don't I? Yeah. I definitely got 2. The balance sheet's not making me look very good, but look at that. How are you not making me look good? You're making all the incomes in the world, and yet you're still sitting here doing this nonsense. Alright. Last thing we're looking at, and then that's it for our semi-finale episode. Well, I say semi-finale, it's only semi-finale for now. We will be back, and we will finish off this series. And then we'll start a new one. Hello, what do you got? 33 peeps on board. I love it. Here he comes. Alright, let's see what happens here. You only have a capacity of 210. And with all of that there, I'm starting to worry. I need a bigger boat. Let's see what this does. Autosave kicking in at the exact right moment. Love your work, autosave. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. So you're going to shove all that food and all that nonsense over there, and you're going to take majority of that. And yet you still got too much. How have you still got too much freight there? You just took 220 grain, and that's it. Wow. What can I do with you? I need something that's got multiple compartments, I think. Because I don't think this... No, you've got 4 different compartments. What's your issue then? The Merlin's got a 252er. Takes everything but... Well, it doesn't need to take food or oil because that all just comes in from the other side. And you got 326 with 2 compartments. Oh, I don't know. Should I change them to that? Because that could be fun. Yeah, you know what? Do it. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? Nope. Airlie food import. There it is. So you're the one that's going to head out. I like that. It looks like a barge and it's got food on it. I like that. Alright. I want to watch that one go in, see how much it takes. It's got 2 compartments, so hopefully it'll take tools and grain. But that remains to be seen. Penistone is still a massive town on the growth. Look at how far out it's stretching. My God. It's doing great. Going great guns, this thing. Now, here's one thought, right? This is one thought. While we wait for that boat to head over there, what if I was to do something insane? I still haven't given up on this stupid idea about off-ramping and doing this nonsense. So what if I was to do something like that? What if I created that, and then they came down there? Has it given it traffic lights? Yes, it has. Right, so what if you had that, so that people can go that way? Right? I know that's going to confuse a lot of you, but I honestly don't care at this point. Because this way now, if people keep coming over, people keep coming that way, it's going to give them less of a reason to want to go along this to begin with, and they're just going to go down that. And that's not terrible. But then at the same token, you also want to bring people who'd like to go the other way. And the problem is I don't have the opportunity here for that off-ramp, because I don't have that off-ramp option. People wanting to come out of there, if they want to go straight over to that way, that's fine. If they want to come back the other way, they're going to have to go underneath and then come up and do the off-ramp and then come out this way. But what this should do is that this should minimise the amount of people wanting to go that way. In theory. I think I've done that right. I think I have. Because all that's going to do now, yeah, is it's going to bring people along there. If anyone wants to go straight out to Madeira, they can. If they want to come back, they've got to go that way. And they've got to come back through all this schmozzle. And then they've got to take the off-ramp and come that way. And that should lower, with a bit of luck, should lower the amount of horrendous traffic conditioning over here. I do emphasise the fact that it should. I don't know if it will, but anyway. Alright, where's my boat? My boat here yet? Here it comes. Still coming. Alright, so we're going to speed it up. Hopefully that's going to leave us with some... yeah, see, because no one's wanting to go the other way. They just all want to go that way. Yes. See, that works. It is going to create a slight bottleneck. But only as people decide to come down there. Oh, look at that little car. That looked cool. Little blue car. Alright, let's watch this. And then we're done. See? That's why I put bigger tugboats on there, because I can't seem to get this thing to make itself any shorter. What are you doing? Madeira, you've only got that. Okay. You just brought me a whole bunch of food that I don't even need, because that's just ridiculous. I wish that I could make this thing bigger. See, I don't get it, right? How come when you do it with one thing, it works? When you do it with another method, it doesn't work. See, because all I've done there is that, right? And that's done absolutely nothing. You do that with a train cargo network, and it works. So why doesn't it work for boats? Because look at this nonsense. All I've done now is just created a mess. So I'm going to delete that, and delete that. Now see, I wonder, would it do the same thing if I did just a horizontal one instead of this one? That's the part I don't understand. Well, I guess we'll find out one way or the other, won't we? Alright, go off and do your thing. Here you come. Please take some stuff. Please take tools. Drop off your food. Hunky-dory. Food. And food. Just food. Alright. Take your grain and off you go. Get out of here. 320 bits of grain. I mean, if that's not going to keep that food line fed, I don't know what will. But nevertheless, I'm going to have to tinker with this and make it work. I don't know how, but I'm going to have to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's episode. We've gone on for just over 45 minutes. Trying to continually fix this Airlie Island, which I think I've done in somewhat success. Oh, see, look at that. That's already created a lot less. Yeah. Well, the only problem is now is that I've got this. Is I've got people wanting to go into Whoop Whoop. And I've got people who can't get out of here. Ah, dear. There's a bottleneck of people trying to get into here. But I mean, that was always going to happen. Because you've only got one way. You either go straight or you go left. And that was always going to create a little bit of a bottleneck for these people. But nevertheless. It has fixed this schmozzle. This now runs freely. And looks a lot healthier. But yes, it's all going to happen that way, one way or another, I think. Yes, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. As I said, it's been a long one, but I figured, hey, a long one prior to us finishing up for a week or so, while Chook and I experienced that which is parenthood. I figured a longer episode is definitely worth it. So, guys, thank you very much for watching today's episode. Make sure you leave a like on today's video. Comment your suggestions. I'll be taking suggestions during my time off. I still do have access to my YouTube channel, so I'll be checking in on that periodically whilst I'm off. But yeah, comment your suggestions for things you'd like to see me finalise up after I come back from a short break. Like and follow me on Facebook as always. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button as hard as you possibly can to show your love. And guys, without further ado, as we watch trains take off and buses and everything happening over here, guys, I will see you in just over a week's time for the next instalment of Transport Fever 2. Take care, everyone.